Hey guys, this is Josh F151 Tech back with another video. And in this video, I just wanted to give you guys an update on my Inseego third-party gateway slash modem loaner device that I actually have. And this is going to be the final update because I'm actually going to be sending this back to him because I'm going to actually be getting my third-party gateway slash modem Ninja, which is actually called. And I have other videos, talking about that, what I'm actually doing with this kind of stuff and everything like that. So definitely check out those, videos on my channel. So basically, long story short, this is a loaner gateway slash modem. And I have more videos, like I said, talking about this, on my channel. I did like a speed test video and everything using this, on my channel. But I wanted to push out another video and actually talk about some of the hiccups that I actually had with this Inseego gateway slash modem. So when I first got it, it wasn't, too bad. It wasn't that bad. Like I said, keep in mind it's just a loaner device. It's not like I'm going to be keeping it or anything. But so when I first got it, it wasn't that bad. It allows network mode switching. So I left it on LTE and 5G together. So it was, fine for a couple of days. But we had a windy day, and I noticed right away that it was like switching from 4G to 5G, 5G to 4G, and vice versa. And I was watching TV, and I noticed that it was like cutting out. So what I did was I went in there and I thought to myself, well, I'm not going to be able to deal with this. And then, I went in the admin page and I thought to myself, well, I can try switching this from 5G to 4G, and then, make it, be forced on 4G. So that's what I did. I forced it on 4G, and I got slower speeds, but it was able to get me by, until I, get my Ninja, until I get my other, third-party gateway slash modem. Long story short, I'm getting a Ninja, from Chester Tech Repairs, a third-party gateway slash modem called a Ninja. And it basically has the same features as the Chester Cheetah version 2 gateway slash modem that I had. But the reason that I sent that back is because it was giving me firmware problems. So I have another video, talking more about that, and more about this Inseego that I'm actually using, until I get the Ninja in the mail in the coming days now. But basically, I just wanted to make a video, to talk about this Inseego gateway slash modem. It's not really a bad device. But if you live in a rural area like me, it's not going to really be too beneficial to you because you can't really hook up like a waveform 4x4 antenna to it. I did actually see on the back here you can actually hook up another antenna. You can hook up a like a smaller antenna, but you can't actually hook up anything big to it like a waveform 4x4 antenna. And I don't have any other antenna that I would be able to hook up to it other than my waveform 4x4 antenna, and doesn't support that. So basically I tried this in my room, which is actually on the second floor from the attic. And then I was having bad luck with it. I couldn't even get a 5G signal with it because it's such a small unit. And then, I decided to move it up to the attic to try to get better 5G signal, because I've explained, before that the 5G signal in our area is weak anyway, and it's kind of iffy here in South Jersey. So, at least where we live in South Jersey anyway. But, so basically, I moved it up there. I have another video, talking about that as well, why I moved it up to the attic. But I wanted to make a video and talk about why I wasn't able to get the 5G signal still. And like I said, it's because it's a weak 5G signal anyway. Even when I have the waveform 4x4 antenna connected to my Chester Cheetah version 2 or Ninja third-party gateway slash modem, it's going to be a weak 5G signal. So we just don't get really good 5G signal here unless we have like a external antenna connected to it. And like I said, I still get a weak one even with that connected to it, but it's still usable, is basically what I'm saying. With this, I actually had to turn off 5G completely, because it's such a small unit. Now, I thought about, moving it near the window, near a window, up in the attic. I thought to myself, well, I'm not going to do that, because it's just a loaner device, and I don't want to, put it too close to the window, and chance, anything happening to it. I don't want to do that, because I don't want to, be held liable. I don't want to give him $100 and some, for a loaner gateway, that I messed up or something. If it would get, struck by lightning near the window or something like that, or water would get in it, or something like that. I highly doubt that would happen, but because the attic window is, pretty well enclosed. I have a storm window in there, so it's pretty well enclosed, but there's always that chance. And then, like I said, it could also get struck by lightning, like I said, because I would be running it, with an extension cord, because I don't have a cable, or a wall outlet. Actually, I should say, not a cable. I don't have a wall outlet, to be able to, put it near that window. So basically, I thought better of it. I didn't want to do that because it's just a loaner device. So, what I actually did was I just turned off the 5G completely in the admin settings, and then I, forced 4G. So that's basically what I did, for the rest of the, time that I had this. Now, I'm not actually saying that this is a bad unit by any means. I might actually pick one up, or I might actually get one, that actually supports my 4G, or not my 4G, my waveform 4x4 antenna is what I want to say. My waveform 4x4 antenna, I might get a backup, that actually supports that. But for now, like I said, for now, until the coming days, and until I actually return this, it did, get me by. That's the thing. That's basically all it is, as a loaner device, to just get me by, so I didn't have to be without internet. So, would I recommend this? To be honest with you, probably not, because if you live in a rural area, like me, you can't really hook up like a big antenna to it. You really can't hook up a waveform 4x4 antenna to it. Like I said, it does have ports right there, to where you can hook up a smaller antenna, but I don't know if that would really, do much for my situation. I'm not going to really test that out or anything, because I don't have a smaller antenna, but, other than that, it wasn't bad. Other than that, the experience with it wasn't bad. I didn't have any experience, with problems with it other than that. Like I said, it's not that bad, for a $100 unit. You get, network mode switching. You don't have tower locking or band locking or anything like that. You have, like I said, you have one SIM card slot. You have the power port right there, and then you have an Ethernet port on the back, so it's pretty basic, just like the, Ninja that I'm going to be getting, except for that's black, obviously, but, that's why it's called the Ninja, basically. So, but, that's basically it. I just wanted to get a video out and talk about this. For rural areas, I don't really think that I would recommend this, because the antennas, inside of it are just not there. They're just not big enough. If I put it near the window, it might, work. It might, keep the signal, but I noticed, when it got windy, that it really started messing up, and like I said, it's a small unit, as you can see there. It's a very small unit. It's probably about the size of my foot. So it's definitely not, that big, and I don't have big feet, so, it's definitely not that big, and it has, like I said, it has very small antennas built into it, I'm sure. This is even smaller than the stock, T-Mobile 5G home internet gateways, so, like I said, I'm not bashing it or anything, but, would I recommend it, for a rural area? Definitely not, absolutely not. So just, so you guys know, I just wanted to give you guys an update on this. But, like I said, I probably will get another third-party gateway, to have as a backup. I might get this one, I might not, depending on how much, I have to spend at the time. But, right now I'm not going to really worry about it. But, eventually I'd like to get one, I'll probably get one used or something off of eBay, or maybe even Facebook yard sale or Facebook Marketplace. marketplace or something like that, or maybe even get a refurbished one or used one from, Chester Tech Repairs itself, if he has those. So, but let me actually run some speed tests here. I'll open up the speed test app here. And I'm just going to run some on the West Norton PA server. I'm not going to worry about, running any on the Ashburn VA server, but I'll show you guys the difference, between the 4G and the 5G. And as you guys can see, not real good on the download, but that's to be expected with 4G because it's not as good as 5G, so. And like I said, it is a very small unit. It's a very small unit. It doesn't have the best antennas in it, so. But that's definitely usable, for me and my mom. That's definitely usable, for like a week or so, and ever since I actually switched it from 5G to 4G, the standalone 4G, I haven't had problems, with the network cutting out, or anything like that, or the TV buffering or anything like that. So, that's definitely a good thing, for a loaner unit, that's definitely a good thing. So, I'd rather have that, I'd rather have no cutouts and no buffering, and slower speeds, than deal with the cutouts and the buffering and stuff. So, but like I said, 89.1 on the download, 7.32, and then 29 ping. So I mean, that's not that bad. It's not great. Obviously, it's not like 500 to 600 or close to 700 like I'm getting with 5G. But that's to be expected basically with a unit that small. A third-party gateway / modem that small. With internal antennas. No external antenna hooked up to it. So. You can't really, expect wonders from it. But, like I said, it's definitely usable. It's better, that I did it this way, than, to actually, deal with the cutouts with the 5G. It's better to just force 4G, in that situation. So, that's what I did. So, like I said, that's, to be expected. You're not going to really get much, when it comes to, 4G on a, unit that small. So, let me actually run two more here just to see what we get. And as you can see, it is taking, a little while to actually connect, so. And I actually did see it get almost 200 on the download at one point, so it's not, it's not really that bad. It's definitely usable. Even 50 on the download would be usable, but, obviously, I'll be glad when I get my Ninja, but. So as you can see there, 82.9, almost 83 on the download, 8.37 on the upload. Not too bad for the upload, honestly, like 5 to 8, so that's not that bad. And then ping 27, so the ping and the upload aren't really that bad. And the download, like I said, even on my phone, that's about what I get on my phone, around here, because we live in a rural area. And, it is what it is, no matter what carrier you have. And that's the thing, you also have to keep in mind, with the waveform 4x4 antenna, that I've had connected to the Chester Cheetah version 2, and the Ninja that I'm going to be getting, you have to keep in mind that that's a big antenna. That's even bigger than the one in my phone, obviously. So, you just have to keep that in mind. So, and it's definitely a lot bigger than the, the Inseego, gateway / modem itself. So, but definitely not too bad, like I said, very usable still, for a couple of days or a week or so. So, let me actually run one more here. Like I said, I didn't want to have to force the 4G, but the thing is, my hands were kind of tied with it, like I said, because, it's either that, force it to use 4G, or move it near the window, or, try to, move it near the window and get better 5G signal. Or, like I said, the other thing, I would have to deal with is, the cutouts, the buffering and everything, it just going, from 5G to 4G, 5G to 4G, I just can't have that. When I'm trying to watch TV or something, or my mom's trying to use the internet, or something like that, or the security cameras, I just can't have it doing that, so I thought to myself, well, let me just take the loss here, I'm only going to be, having to deal with this, for about a week or so, so that's what I did, I just took the loss. I just, thought to myself, well, I'm going to get, much slower speeds on, forcing 4G, but, like I said, I'd rather have the reliability, with the, non-cutouts, than deal with the, unreliability, when it comes to the, the 5G signal, just not getting enough, 5G signal, and like I said, the unit, is very small, so you can't really expect much from it, so, but on, this one, not bad, though, 83.2 for the download, 6.87, almost 7 for the upload, and then, 29 ping, so the ping and the upload definitely aren't that bad, and like I said, the download is very usable, for me and my mom, for just, a couple of days or a week or so. So, basically that's, the video, guys. I just wanted to talk about this. Like I said, it is, kind of a shame, that it didn't give me a better 5G experience, the Inseego, but like I said, you can't really expect much. Like I said, again, look at the size. I mean, it's very small, that's the thing, the only, way that I would probably get better 5G signal is if I actually put it right up to the attic window, and I said, like I said, I'm not gonna, worry about doing that, for a loaner device, when I'm gonna be getting the Ninja, in the coming days now, so, and like I said, it's not mine, so I don't want to risk, messing it up, I didn't want to risk, running it on an extension cord, with no, no surge protection or anything on it, so, right now, I have it up in the attic, and I have it plugged into a surge protector, so, I just figured that I would take the loss on the speeds, for now, so, and this, kind of gives you guys, a difference, between the speeds too, it kind of, is a good thing that I made this video anyway, because it kind of gives you, the difference between 4G and 5G speeds, what you can kind of expect, if you're getting 4G or 5G internet, for your home internet, so, it kind of, helps you guys out as well, so that's definitely a good thing, so, but like I said, would I recommend this for a rural area? Probably not, I'm just going to be honest with you guys, probably not, because like I said, the antenna, technology in there is just not the best, I'll be honest with you, for a backup, yeah, for a backup, I would probably say yeah, but, other than that, I would probably pass on this, honestly, so, that's just my opinion, but like I said, it's just a loaner, but, device, but, I figured that I would give a final update on it and my thoughts and everything, so, but anyway, yeah, guys, that's basically the video, like I said, I just wanted to get this video out there. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe, and until next time, guys.